now, from beyond our dimension, this is the JeffMara Podcast. Here's Jeff.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. And if you're on the other side of the planet, happy Sunday to you. It's been a busy week. It's basically a busy week every week for me. But it's Saturday and it's time to hang out and chill with you guys and hear your experiences. This is your chance to come and share with us your own paranormal experiences. So if you're ready to come and share, all you have to do is you can click on the link below, or you can go to Zoom and then you can click join a meeting, and then below in the description is the room ID and passcode. All right, so we've already got, I guess, somebody here, but we'll wait a few minutes for everybody else to show up. It's interesting. If I look straight ahead, I'm looking straight ahead, but if I think I look at the camera, I feel like I'm looking up. Let me see how that, I wonder how that looks like in real time. Maybe I don't need to look up. I feel like, you feel like you want to look at the camera, but I feel like I'm looking, because if I look at myself straight in myself, I feel like I'm looking right at myself. I don't know. You guys can tell me. There's kind of a time delay here, and I don't. Let me see if I can catch it up on my end. See where we're at. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Mara and Mika. Mika is here. She's down on the ground right below me, and Mara's making us some chai, some masala chai. Tomorrow I have the most famous near-death experiencer as my guest tomorrow, Danyan Brinkley, who's had 4 NDEs. Struck by lightning twice. I mean, who gets struck by lightning twice? Actually, I think Sharon Millman has been struck by lightning twice or 3 times. But, so I have her. Who else? I finally confirmed Raymond Moody. Okay, I'm looking myself up. Yeah, see, I'm looking in the camera and it doesn't look right. So that's fascinating. I don't need to look in the camera. I can just look at myself. That's kind of weird the way my camera angle is. That's when you put a camera on top of your screen, it lifts it up. Excuse me. All right, so let me give you who's coming up this week, and I've been slowly getting myself together here and figuring itself out. A guy named Serge, depending on how you want to pronounce it on Monday, is a UFO author. And I think Athena, a woman named Athena from Australia, is on Friday. And I'm not sure. I don't have anybody else scheduled yet. Oh, but I had a really good NDE today that I recorded as well. So Monday, you're going to get Danyan Brinkley. And Tuesday, you're going to get this NDE that I recorded today. And then Wednesday, you're going to get Surge. And then we'll go from there. So again, also in the chat below, I just realized I don't have any background music. I like background music. Thank you, Luke. We're up to 101. That's awesome. I didn't realize we made it yet. Also in the description below is a link to Discord. If you're not in Discord, you should join our Discord. It's totally free. You go to Discord, sign up for a free profile or whatever you would call it, and then you come back here, and in the link below is a link to my server, which is kind of like my chat rooms. So you might want to check that out. There's a link to our music channel, a link to our cooking channel, a link to our Facebook page, a link to my personal Facebook page. You can friend me on Facebook. You'll see that my last name is Reynolds. My wife is Mara. So the podcast is named after me and my wife. And Mara's not my last name. That's okay if you've gotten confused, because many people have, and even people that are not even associated with the podcast whatsoever get confused. They just kind of make the assumption that if my email address is Jeff_, excuse me, Jeff_Mara, then they assume that's my last name. So that's going on with that. And any other announcements before we get going here? I don't think so. I don't know. All right, once again, if you want to join, you use the link down below, or you can go to Zoom, click join a meeting, and then you enter the room ID and passcode. And again, it's your time to share. I mean, this is really for you. In a way, I guess it could be for you guys. I mean, this is for you guys. You guys should be taking advantage of this time. You should be taking advantage and coming and sharing your own stories. And honestly, I get solicited by quite a few people, and unfortunately, not everybody. That's not a good song. I'll put it on. Unfortunately, I don't feel like every person who solicited me would work out for a full hour podcast. And so I ask them, please come on, or I tell them, please come on Saturday night. And quite a few do. And sometimes previous guests pop in too. So I think that's really cool too. Oh, and I have another one. That's the next one. What's amazing, and I know I keep saying this over and over and over and over, but it's just unbelievable how one podcast leads to another. And if you guys, it was amazing that it was like it was 2 Matrix videos, but they weren't in a row. It was a day in between, but it was awesome or very interesting that both women quoted Hotel California, that we live in Hotel California. You can check in when you can never leave. But what's even more fascinating is a gentleman named Sperry I recorded yesterday that has been on Gaia TV with David Wilcox. And we had an hour-long discussion about the black void and what the black void is. We went deep, I mean really deep into the black void. I mean, even I was just hanging on because we were going really, really deep. And so if you want, and so the video that I posted yesterday with Isabella, she's recommending when you cross over to go to the void, not to the light. Well, I don't know. She didn't say that, but I think that's, I think that's where she wants you to go. I think she was saying if you have a choice, it's too late. You're already going to go to the light. But I think she's wanting you to go to the void. And this guy's talking about the void. So it's amazing that we rolled right into a whole hour discussion on the void. And if you're into the black void, I think you'll really like it. And like I said, it's a really deep conversation. I mean, it's all about awareness and that kind of stuff. Anyways, so those are coming up, and we've got people waiting, so let's get going. And we've got Vicky. I'm starting to remember his name, Vicky Ganesh. We'll see. From India. And then the Queen of Swords is up next. Queen of Swords sounds like a tarot card. I wonder if that is. Queen of Swords 76. All right, where is he? I'm going to have to ask him because he identifies as, or he has part Z chromosome. So he's saying that ETs manipulated his chromosomes. So he's kind of like male and female. And I don't know, whether we should, what his pronouns are. So we should ask him that. And Keith said, yes, it's a tarot card pull. So I was right on that. I thought the interview. There's
Hello.
Vicky. Hey, Vicky.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine.
I was saying, I was like, while I was waiting for you, what are your pronouns? Do you know
Pronouns?
what I mean?
Yeah,
I wasn't sure to say he or she or they.
yeah, you can call they, better they.
They.
Yeah.
All right. So I was trying to tell everybody, there may be some new people here, and Vicky Ganesh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Vicky Ganesh, I got your memorized, but if you want to quickly remind people that your DNA has been altered by ETs and now you have a Z chromosome as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Z chromosomes.
And you are in where are you at in India?
Bangalore.
Where? Bangladesh?
Bangalore.
Oh,
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Yeah, Bangalore. That's right. Bangalore. All right. So it looks like you've got Tsar Nicholas with you today.
Yeah, today I've got his mannequin.
Where
One
did
of his mannequin.
where did you get that?
Yeah, few parts I have made it.
Oh, you made
And
it?
yeah,
That's awesome. Great job.
and I made all the costumes for him by myself.
So for those of you that don't know, in a previous life, Vicky was Tsar Nicholas's son, right?
Yeah. Alexei.
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 So Vicky naturally has this connection or this past life remembrance because you had some hypnosis. Is that what you say?
Yeah, past life regression.
Past life regression. I don't know why I couldn't remember that word.
Yeah.
Past life regression.
life.
What can you tell us? Can you tell us about some of your memories with Tsar Nicholas?
Yeah, some of the memories I remember Tsar Nicholas crying about my impending death due to my hemophilic condition.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't realize
because
that he had hemophilia.
I did mention that I had a blood disease, but in my regression I didn't mention the name hemophilia. I told her that I have a had a blood disease as well as a growth disease
A what
because of that
disease?
growth, not proper.
Growth disease. Like you weren't growing properly.
I was growing, but I was not maturing enough
Right. Interesting.
due to the hemophilia condition.
All right.
I mentioned about that, but I only did not mention about the name hemophilia, which later on I came to know.
Did you or Alexei, I don't know if I should say you or him, either one, did you die
Mm.
in the Bolshevik Revolution or did you die from the hemophilia?
During the regression, I just told her about my death month and year, but actually I would have died in the gunfire only.
Right. There was a movie
I didn't mention anything about the gunfire and the execution. Probably it must have been erased. The memory of execution must have been erased in
Mhm.
the in-between life period, I guess.
Have you seen
The spirit is erased.
Have you seen that television show The Crown about the
No, I have
British
not.
monarchy? Anyways, in that show they talk I guess the Tsar Nicholas family was related to the royals of England and they kind of
Yeah,
showed
I think so.
a
The George,
dramatization of how they got murdered.
I have not seen.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Only last year I came to know that the name Tsar Nicholas itself I came to know only last year. The image was there imprinted in my mind. The same image, the same male pattern baldness, and
Mhm.
this pronounced mustache. These were the images which I clearly saw during my regression, along
Mhm.
with my four sisters. I mentioned my name Lexi, and I also mentioned his name Nikki, not Nicholas. I mentioned his name as Nikki.
Mhm.
Russian king, the last king of Russia, and I being his son.
All right.
So you're frozen.
Give
Yeah.
me 1 second. Be right. Okay, I'm back. So,
Yeah.
do you have memories of other lives besides being Russian?
Besides being, I was an Arabian woman in 1780s,
Oh,
1780s to early 1800s.
right. I remember we spoke about that last time that you were associated with Tsar Nicholas.
Yeah, that time Tsar Nicholas was a ship captain or a ship commander, one
Mm-hmm.
of the. And he actually wanted to marry me. He proposed me several times to marry him,
Mm-hmm.
but I kept on postponing the proposal.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to marry anyone because I had a fear of delivery.
I'm
And
surprised that. Go ahead.
prob- probably my mother or during that time, and I must have seen other women, including my mother, having died of delivery. That's why I acquired delivery phobia, pregnancy phobia.
Oh wow. Do you feel like you have any phobias in this life left over from the previous lives?
No, in this life I have other phobias, not from the previous life. I
Okay.
have claustrophobia and several other phobias.
Hmm.
Mm.
Do you know which ETs are the one that modified your DNA?
I feel it could be Arcutarians. I don't know the name, but they appear to be naked, around 7 to 8, more than 8 foot long.
Hmm.
8 foot long. They
Tall?
were naked and yeah, very tall, and they had a triangular finishing. The head was triangular.
What
Somewhat, it was not like what we have usually.
are
The
they?
crown was
Blue?
no. They were slightly brownish. They were not fair color. They were brownish, but neither too dark. They were not too dark also.
Hmm. Do you see UFO? I think I may have asked you this before, but do you see UFOs like when you're outside ever?
2 months back, I saw it was following an aeroplane in the night during 7 o'clock. When
Hmm.
I was when I felt like capturing it through my mobile phone, the
Yeah,
moment the thought the moment the thought came, it vanished.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I think that happens to a lot of people. It's amazing how they can tie into your thoughts.
I actually wanted to. It was weird in shape. It was not ordinary. It was chasing an aeroplane.
Hmm. Hmm.
I wanted to capture, but the moment I even thought about it, I just turned to pick my mobile phone, vanished.
Hmm. All right. Well, do you have anything new to share with us this week?
New, yeah, about my past, few of my past life memories, maybe as Alexei and as Arabian women,
Hmm.
how my life was related to Tsar Nicholas from the 1700s, from
It's
late 1700s.
You would think that they would not let Tsar Nicholas marry someone who wasn't Russian.
No, that was in 1700s. Back then, he was not a Russian. He was from UK. In that life, he was from UK. I was from Arabia.
He's from Ukraine?
No, UK, United Kingdom.
Oh, he was from the United Kingdom. I didn't realize that.
During the 1700s, before his birth as Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
My oh yeah.
Okay.
During that time, he was from UK and I was from Arabia.
Hmm. All right.
So he actually proposed me, but I could not marry him. Later on, I tried to adopt the Russian boy who resembled Alexei, but that also did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
So later on, one birth later, I took the form of Alexei, exactly the same
Hmm.
Alexei.
That's cool. All right. Well, before we go here, are you going to dance this week?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great.
Yeah, with the mannequin of Tsar Nicholas.
We'll put on some dance music.
Yeah. Frozen again.
I was giving you the full screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, Vicky, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us this week. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and I wish you a great rest of your day over there in Bangalore. I know the day's just starting for you.
Yeah.
All right, you take care and have a great day.
Yeah. Bye.
We will see you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And a big round of applause. And my the other person left. Where'd that person go? That was the tarot card name. All right. So you know what? For those of you I wish I could tell you I continue. For those of you that come regularly, I told you about how I started finding feathers. And I'm still finding feathers. It's amazing. And I thought I had one here to show you. And for those of you that don't know, about a month ago, I had one of the hardest days of my life. Just a crazy, insane, stressful day. Unbelievable. And I was somewhere and I looked down and found a feather. And then I was going through stress a couple days later and I found a feather again, and I think I showed it. And then what's fascinating is I had to have this super stressful, potentially stressful meeting like a week or two later. And ultimately the meeting came out okay. And when I was leaving the meeting, I was walking through the parking lot, I found another feather. And I think literally the day before that meeting, I found another feather stuck in the ground, like stuck up, as almost someone stuck it there, like in a rock sticking up. So that's like 4 feathers in a row. And then the other day, as I showed you guys, I just moved. I was out in the backyard and I found another feather. And then actually the day before yesterday, then there was the bird. A bird was there. I think it was it wasn't a white dove. It was like a brown dove. And then I found another. Then there was a bird. And I had somebody recently change music. I had somebody recently, one of my guests recently, that was telling me that messages from the other side are carried through birds, and that made sense with the feathers. And then I see the bird, and it's interesting. I was trying to say, if you're the bird that coming to see me, thank you, or something. As soon as I started talking, the bird left. So I should have just thought it. We stayed here in San Antonio. We decided to stay here. So we ended up staying here right now. I think one of the main reasons is that my kids are still in school, and we decided that we didn't want to take them out of, they have their own social network and their friends and they're in school. So we decided that we would just stay here at least. Actually, I'm staying here. I'm not moving again because moving is horrible. So the only way I can be moving again is if I buy another house somewhere else. So I need a summer house. Maybe if I could buy a house like somewhere up north to get out of the heat. Like in Maine, or I don't know, wherever it's cool in the summer. Either that or I got to go to Australia, where it's winter in Australia. That would be pretty cool. Australia's supposed to be a great place. Am I sick, Talise? No, I am not. Thank you for asking, though. I'm not sick at all, thank you. I'm just tired. We're still in the middle of moving. I was carrying a lot of heavy. It was just carrying stuff. Some of it was heavy, and it's still crazy hot here. Over 100 outside. So it's just, when you add the heat with carrying stuff, it just kind of zaps your energy. You have kids, Jeff? Yes, I do. Woodland Goblin, 2 sons. Minnesota, you're Norwegian. That would work. Yeah, I guess I'm Norwegian, right? I don't know if I would be Norwegian. I guess if you're blonde hair, does that automatically make you Norwegian? See my eyebrows? But this is getting gray. But anyways, before it was gray, it would all grow in red. I don't know. I guess you could say I'm Norwegian, but I'm not tall. I'm not very tall at all. All right. So we've got David James Bruce. Who is David James Bruce? Montana. They're saying Montana. Montana might be a great thing. And as I was saying last week, Well, I'll say again later. David.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Not much. How are you, David?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I just got out of this mind, spirit, and body convention,
Oh, yeah?
and
Oh,
really
wow.
cool. But so much has changed since last time we talked. Every
Yeah.
night now, I'm getting footage of orbs. I'm connecting with
Oh,
spirits.
really?
Yeah, dude.
What podcast number were you? I'm trying to remember. You were on for a full hour, right?
Yeah, pretty close. I want to say 40 something minutes.
Yeah, David was on. We talked about you had an NDE.
Yeah, pre-birth experiences, NDEs. We didn't talk about two of my overdoses as well. So
And now you're seeing orbs and stuff, or UFOs?
Orbs, I mean, whatever you want to call them, spirits. I think it's the same thing that I connected with always throughout my life.
How often are you seeing them?
I'm doing this every night. It's been going on every night for 2 weeks.
Really?
And the Army follows me everywhere.
The Army? That's crazy.
Yeah, helicopters. They do triangles around my neighborhood and around my family's neighborhoods, wherever
that's crazy. Now you're in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh.
Yeah, I just had a woman. Did you see the woman that I had a couple weeks ago, also in Raleigh, who also is seeing ETs and got healed by an ET?
I'm about to go out right now.
You guys should get together. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I connected with a couple people the other night out in some woods we used to ride dirt bikes on as kids and camp on. And it was awesome. It was amazing. There was 3 of us and we all did our own thing and bam, it's like instant. I'm about to go out and it responds to my vibe and music and voice. So, and it's like through technology, I think, but I'm going to research it, figure it out. I don't know yet. I'm speculating a lot because it's new.
Are you getting video or pictures of him?
I'm getting video, a lot of video, and I'm posting at least 1 or 2 every day and every night.
Is this on your YouTube channel or Twitter or Facebook?
YouTube. Yeah, Being Before the Veil YouTube.
All right, Being Before the Veil, if you guys want to check it out. You've got to get him live. And then
post it, dude. I post it almost immediately, brother, when I get it.
What would be
I'm still using my trap phone, dude, my cheap trap phone. But I just submitted the grant for Being Before the Veil, and I made one for this as well to set up a mobile research center and get a bunch of tracking and a bunch of equipment to track the anomalies and, video cameras and infrared, all that good stuff, and put in an RV and go out and connect and get footage and figure out the best ways. And I know everyone can do it. I think we just have to go through that process I went through to release, so you're not in fear, and go out and connect with love. And I astral and bam, and I connect as well.
Let me go back to so are you having black helicopters circle your house or what?
I'm having several different kinds. The Zeus helicopters, Apaches. The Navy came over the other day, and the Strato tanker, I think it was, but big one that's way up in there, going 437 knots at 27,000 feet.
Is it
so? You can get the tracking apps for free. I paid for the service so I can get more data on what's around and get notifications but you can do it for free. Just search on your phone in the app store.
I didn't know that. Do you think it's possible that you could call in? Is it possible that you could call in an orb tonight, right now, or within the next hour, and then we get you back on and you could show it to us live?
I'm waiting for it to get dark right now, and then I'm going to go out and do it.
Because I'll be on for another hour and a half.
Yeah, usually I've been doing it right around 9:30.
Okay.
I just literally got some food. I'm going to grub out because I've been dude, ever since the podcast, so many crazy, I was meeting people every day with some kind of spiritual experience or mixed with addiction. And I had a lady go unconscious and go into a seizure, and I'll get her breathing right until the ambulance came. Just
really?
Boom, boom. smacking.
She
Yeah.
she called you while she was having
No,
a
dude,
seizure?
I was taking crystals to my buddy's crystal. He has a little crystal shop that he runs at the flea market,
Mm-hmm.
and he makes like necklaces and stuff, like this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I take him, I hit this
nice.
huge pocket of smoky quartz and Apache gold, which is chalcopyrite, right after my spiritual experience. It was like the first thing I manifested and found. I was like, I'm going to go out and find crystals with gold on it. But I live in Raleigh, so I found a Apache gold. I found smoky quartz with Apache gold on it, which is really cool for like that one of those first validations of a spiritual experience for someone. And I found that huge pocket, and I took it to the state geologist people here, and they were like, "Whoa, you got that in Raleigh? Where was it at?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." I was like, "Wouldn't you like to know?" You know what I mean? Because I don't want to dig the whole thing up.
Mm-hmm.
I took a little bit, and I left it. And it's sort of cool because like people walk over all the time, they have no idea, and there's snakes there, so people are like scared to go down in it. And like the snakes didn't even mess with me, so I feel like it'll be okay if I don't, anyways.
Where are you?
Yeah.
By the way, it's like as if are you parked behind a cop car or something? It's like you got this flashing in your...
I'm up here in my shopping center, and there was just a car that burned up, and the fire truck is there.
Oh, wow. A car caught on fire?
Yeah, that van caught on fire.
That's crazy.
Can you see it?
Yeah, well, I can see the fire truck.
Yeah. There's a van over there caught on fire.
That's crazy. So when you are viewing orbs, do you usually do it from your car? You hang out in your car?
Well, last night was the first time I did that, and it was awesome, man, because it came out right when the song, like right after I did a little intro about it, like it not being something to fear about, because it really freaked a lot of my friends and family out, like, and which I'm like out there digging it, dude, because like I've made, you know what I mean? This is what I wanted to happen. Like after that first night I saw the first one, I was like, yes. And I just dig it. And and my friend made me realize that my energy is so strong right now that it scares a lot of people. So I'm trying to like be a little easier with my videos, and I don't know, and it just, because I know it's nothing to be scared of, because of the way I connect with it. I connect in love and appreciation. And one night I was fighting with my family. I went out and I had fear, and it was completely different. And then once I connected it in love and appreciation, that went away, and I was able to get footage of orbs again.
Cool.
Or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Right. So maybe the music gets you in a certain frequency. It kind of chills your energy out.
Yeah, and I think we're able to see more of them through the technology. Some people can see most of them, maybe. I don't know. I got to figure it out. That's why I'm going to research it all. But all I know is that I get footage immediately, like really fast, when I go out and I do it right. And I don't have like, if I have, you can't be like in a state of fear.
How do you get yourself out of the fear?
I channel, and I set up my configuration of my astral body with the 13 that I channel. That's including myself, my higher self. So it's really 12. But anyways, I configure that around my astral body. Then I astral, and then I can video and get something. And I notice when I talk, or when there's music or any kind of noise, they are really active to that.
That's
cool. And it's sort of weird because I've been like astral dancing sort of in a way that they move. Like I can feel it like bouncing, because I've set up 13 around, including me as the center 13 around me, and it's bounce energy off of all of them through me too. And with Gaia energy and source energy going through my energy centers and to all of them. And so yeah, that's what I've been recently doing, and it's awesome. I love it.
That's amazing. What's the name of your YouTube channel again?
Being Before the Veil.
Being,
VEI.
being before the veil.
Yeah, Being Before the Veil.
All right, so
yes.
if you guys want to check out his videos of orbs, check it out. All right, so if you, I need to run, I'm gonna run, but if you get one tonight, when you do come back, don't have the either mute your mic or don't have the turn the music off, because I'll get into like copyright problems.
Oh yeah, okay.
I get into
All right.
copyright problems with music, but I hope that you can come back. Do you have anything else that you want to share with us before I go?
I wasn't even, honestly, I just noticed that we were live and so crap, it is Saturday. Let me jump on. I've been meaning to come on.
We've got
everything's been so crazy powerful, man. Like, yeah.
Do you remember your podcast number? Do you remember what number you are? I don't.
455 maybe?
No, it can't be that long ago because we're up to 800.
755?
Maybe 755.
Yeah.
So you guys should check it out. We got over 200 people here, and maybe by the time you get back, there'll be 300. So that would be like a first. That would be so amazing to catch a live orb with
I might
somebody.
Just, do this live with you in one of my fields instead of driving, since the driving thing is a new thing. There's going to be issues with music and probably me driving, or but I might just go set up in a field and we can do that.
That would be amazing. If you get something, you immediately, if I see your name.
I think I'm hitting something on this music and like connecting. And I've always been like, whenever my dad, we would drive to relax. Like we always were traveling and listening to music. So when I drive and listen to music, it puts me right in my like safe zone, and I can easily connect and definitely.
What is the music that you like to listen to that gets you there?
Anything that I vibe to.
There's nothing in particular?
No,
you
man.
Don't have a favorite song?
I mean, I'm all over the board, from everything oldies to rock to rap to, techno, jungle. I like drum and bass from like the late 90s and jungle, if you can find it.
There was a guest I had a long time ago. Gosh, he's probably under 200. And I started listening to the music, and it was some type of drum and bass. I can't remember it right now, but it's like super fast drum and bass music. And he said if you put it in your headphones and turn it up really loud, you will have an experience. Some kind of...
Yeah, we used to always like have little house raves with drum and bass, or what was called jungle then. And it was great music to get into that state, man, and go into other places with a group that could all do it together. It was fun.
That's cool. All right, brother. Well, I'm going to run. Thanks for popping in, and I hope I see you later tonight. I got an hour and a half left, and I hope you come back for us with a live orb. It'll be amazing.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother.
Right, love you, brother.
We love you.
Bye.
Take care. Oh, he's gone. Let me give him a big round of applause. David James Bruce. So we talked about his NDE. Nice to see him again as well. And that will be amazing if we can get him here. I mean, that'll be for all of us. Could you imagine if someone pops in with a live, just turns the phone around and we see orbs? That'll be super, super cool. I hope that'll happen. Okay, so we've got 200 people here. That means if just 1% of you were here sharing, I would have 2 of you here. And I don't have 2 of you here. So if today is your day, this Saturday is in a way for you guys. It's your time to share. And the Zoom is here. There's a Zoom link below, or if you just want to, if you just want to go to Zoom and click join a meeting, it's there for you as well. You just click join a meeting and there's the ID and password. So I was talking about my feathers. And they're just like, I think it's they're, do you know what happened to it? I had it here in like a little vase. I have a little vase here that I was sticking them in, and I don't know what I did with them. John is entering the room. Who is John? That would be That would be cool. All right, so we got John here. Let's ask him to start the video. Let's see what's up with John. I have some KJ on my battle. Great band. Don't know KJ. Just kind of see what's going on in the chat while we're waiting for John to come in. I caught an orb in a video of my mom. Cool, Karen. This is my first time catching Jeff and Mara live. Well, welcome Ruth Bass or Bass. I'm not sure. But I'm glad you're here. I found hawk feathers while hiking last week. That's awesome. Luke? Kind of keep going through a whole box of feathers. Euphonia. No, he disappeared a long time ago. That's so good that he disappeared. We ended up blocking him, and he was causing trouble on the Discord too, and I had to kick him out of Discord. And I don't know what's going on with John. Sometimes it's difficult for people to join. Not sure why. And while we're waiting, I want to see if I don't see it. Anyways, I was talking about that. So we moved, and I'm working on this room. This room's a work in process. We've got it functioning, but not like set up like how I really want it. And I'm going to do a room tour and let you guys see what's going on. You know, what it's like here in real life, because all you see is this space and a chair back there. See, we have this old round chair. It's a ball, but part of the ball, round chair, but it has like a part of it carved out where you can sit. It's like very, very modern. Oh, it is? Today is our 100th podcast. That's right. And we're working on getting Mara on camera too. So eventually I think we might get it where Mara may pop in on camera and be with us. What do you guys think about that? What? I've convinced her to start coming on with me. I think having both of us will make it even more interesting. What do you guys think? Anyways, I don't know what's going on with John here. So yeah, I want to do like a
Am I on here?
You're here. I hear you.
Okay, one sec. Hold on.
Your voice sounds familiar.
Okay.
Have you been on before?
Hold on. All right.
We almost got him.
All right. Oh my gosh.
And someone wants to see me. Luke wants to see Mika. She's sleeping on the ground, but between guests, Mika, we can have Mika make an appearance.
Let's see. Oh, sorry about this. I didn't.
That's okay. You're almost here. At least we hear you, so you're halfway here.
All right. Let's see. All right,
John. All right, I remember you. It's been a while since we've seen you. How have you been?
I've not. Good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your glasses. What kind of glasses are those?
I don't know. These unusual sunglasses.
They're cool looking.
I'm just a little shy. I'm still a little shy, you know.
That's okay. We will take you any way you want to be with us.
All right.
How about that? What do you got? It's been about, what, 6 months at least to a year since we've seen you?
I know.
It's been a while. Where have you been?
Just living daily life.
Okay.
I guess.
That's What do you have to share with us today? What, you got some new info, some new insights, new experiences?
let's see. Well, I want to say one thing, and I just I think I just want to say this. I guess I've lost a little bit interest in the Saturday night,
Okay.
but I
That
want to
is
say
fair.
why. I want to say why though.
Okay.
I
Maybe.
think it's when you made the screen size smaller. I think that's when I lost interest a little bit because I felt like
Now the screen size went, I'm going to go bigger. I just have it so I can, it's really not that much difference. That's the difference. So I can see the
oh, okay.
chat. Is it
I
really
see.
see that? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to see it on my, it's a delay. I guess I could keep it big and look at the chat here. So, because I don't want
Well,
people leaving me just because of the screen size. So I'm going to keep it big and I can look down at my computer screen now. I have a new setup and now I
okay.
have my main screen as a desktop and then in front of it on my desk is a laptop. So maybe you're right. I'm glad you brought it up. Maybe it will be more interesting if I keep it full screen like this.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just I felt well, both ways can be good. I mean, I think when it was larger screen, I felt you're giving more people like a spotlight.
Right?
And
Okay.
then I feel in the other way it's a little more casual.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to me, I think that's when I felt like when I came on there once, I felt like I wasn't getting like a good spotlight or something. And so you know, it's up to you though,
Well, I
but
appreciate the feedback. I don't know. I
yeah.
mean, I'm only the host. I'm not a consumer. So I like to get feedback of what the consumers, the audience likes. So I don't, and it's great to have some honest feedback. It doesn't bother me at all.
All right, all right.
I get honest
Also,
feedback from time to time in the chats. People leave me honest feedback, and even that's constructive criticism, and it doesn't bother me. I take it, and sometimes I make changes due to even the constructive criticism that I get in the comment sections of the videos.
well, both forms might be good. I think if it's a smaller screen, it just seemed more casual. And
Mm-hmm.
so then I started to lose interest. It's more like if I come on, I wanted to hear people who maybe they have something to say. It's not just that's when I would lose interest if it's just a little more casual, but
Right.
there might be some people who like that more,
Right.
so you could you could do both or you know,
Right. Well, that's okay. That's cool. All
I
right.
know I know Steven would probably wants the spotlight, right?
Who?
Steven, right?
Everybody wants the spotlight, including me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right? I mean, I would think so. Doesn't everybody? But
Well,
I didn't think, yeah, I didn't think it made that much a difference. But I never, like I said, I'm not on your end of the screen. So yeah, if you didn't say, we wouldn't know.
no one said anything, I guess.
Mm-mm. But they say that you have a nice voice.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
there you go. I just saw that in the chat. So there you go. And I think,
It could also be that I was watching I watched your channel for so long. I feel
mm-hmm,
like, and then I started watching that guy, Alex.
mm-hmm,
It's Alex, right? Next
yeah.
level.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying you're cheating on me? Is that what you're saying?
No, I only found out about his channel
I'm
because you
just kidding.
didn't you bring him on?
I brought him on my channel. Yes, I'm just playing around.
Well, I'm just saying I've watched many stories now of
Mm-hmm.
of NDEs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what else can I hear, I guess I want to figure out more how to live, I guess. I've thought so much about death now
Mm-hmm.
from your videos.
Right. Makes sense. Yeah, of
I
course.
want to
Yeah.
figure out maybe the real spiritual question beyond that is
Mm-hmm.
what's the right way to live, right?
Good point. Very good point. And that I'm glad you said that, because it gets the wheels turning in my mind about maybe I should get some guests like that as well. Because my channel isn't only NDEs. I mean, if you actually look today, there was one on Bigfoot and aliens and orbs about and actually I think it was a very cool video, and it was about the Columbia River Gorge, which I would like to make it up there one day, because there's a lot of paranormal activity going on up there, as well as it's just one of the most probably beautiful places in the country. But yeah, I agree with you that, yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. I mean, but again, yeah, I'm not only NDEs. I mean, I do quite a few UFO videos as well as other things.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. So someone came on and talked about used the word neuro-linguistic programming.
Yeah, I've had a couple guests with that. NLP.
Yeah, and I realized that I have this list of language, and I didn't realize that that's what it was, but I believe that's something that I've taken an interest in. Some language is, I think, can create like a vibration. You can very fundamental words, like you could say like time. Just put in that word like time, or you would say ending of time.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel like I've noticed if I have this list, and I might be a master of NLP without realizing it. I
Really?
don't know.
I mean,
I might be,
have you
because
studied it? I mean, there's a lot to NLP. I mean, you look at people and you can understand when they're thinking, their eyes look to a certain direction, and that means that their visual memory versus auditory memory. And do you know, understand all that kind of stuff?
I just understand like the most fundamental, what I found to be like, or what I think is the most fundamental language, that if you write it, or if you say it, or if you just observe it, it will create some kind of a vibration, or it will change something. So I think there's very fundamental language like knowledge,
Right.
even, and you would say we're caught up in knowledge. So you would say we want some freedom from knowledge. Observation. There's all this like very simple language. Division is because we're divided, we're divided from nature, and I guess it's kind of a boring topic, but I might have a little bit of mastery in this area.
I think that's great. I want to get back to something about you saying learn about how to live your life to the fullest. Well, a couple of things I've learned, at least from NDEs. A lot of them will say that we take life too seriously. So I try to take life less seriously. And quite a few of them say that during their life review, what matters are small acts of kindness, not grand things that you do for people. You know what I mean? So I try to do small acts of kindness. Even like I need to refill my car. I keep a stack of $1 bills in my car. Or, just because it's pretty common that people come up to your car and ask for money. So I don't have to fumble through my wallet. I just grab one out of the ashtray and here you go. It's just a small act of kindness. And so things like that, those are some things I think that you can, I mean, I know it's not a whole video on how to live your life, but let's, try to commit or try to give small acts of kindness whenever you can, when the opportunity arises. And again, try not to take life so seriously. So someone wants to know if you have a girlfriend, by the way. So maybe you got
I'm
her name is Sharon. I don't know if it's Seidel or Seidel, but I think you guys, she may want to contact you, or you may want to contact her in the chat. She's asking about your
relationship.
your relationship status. Are you single?
I am, yeah.
There we go.
I'm
All right, he's single. We're gonna have the first match made here on JeffMara podcast potentially. You never know.
I don't know. I don't know what to. No, I was talking to someone in my. I'm in an apartment building here.
Hmm.
I was. This is weird. This is unusual. There's this. Oh, I don't know if I. There's this guy who lives in this building, and oh no, I'm.
By the way,
And
Sharon is happy that you're single.
okay.
So you're talking to a guy in your apartment building, and something weird happened.
He's a friend.
Yes.
He's a friend of mine, and
Okay.
but he's really. Here's the thing. This guy used to be a pimp.
Oh wow, where do you
He's
live?
from. He's from Chicago. He's sort of like. He used to be sort of you would say like a gangster a little bit or something, but
Okay.
he's obsessed with women so much. And so I'm obsessed with playing my guitar,
Awesome.
and then I want to meet I want to meet somebody because that's natural, and
Hmm.
you know.
Well, Sharon wants to meet you as well.
All right.
There you go. What kind of guitar do you have? She says she's blushing.
Okay.
What kind of guitar do you have? I got to run here, but tell me what do you play? What kind of guitar you got?
I just bought this. I play like a Strat. It's like a knockoff Strat.
Oh, okay, cool. What kind of do you like to play? Like rock or blues or what? Or classical?
I play.
Jazz? Metal?
Yeah, I play like a jazzy kind of style, and kind of like an art. But I bought this guitar off eBay.
Hmm.
I bought it for like 50. I have another one too. I have two guitars, but they're made in China, but they're getting so much better.
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard
You
that.
can
Like,
buy a good. You could buy a guitar for like $60.
yeah, I've seen some videos about you can get like great guitars on Amazon cheap.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Maybe you can come and play for us sometime. John, I got to run. I got someone waiting on me, but it was great seeing you again. Don't wait around.
Yeah, you
Don't
too.
wait around so long to come back. And thanks to you, I'm putting it back to big screen.
Wow, that's.
All right,
Hey,
bud.
wait to that woman Sharon or someone.
Yeah, she's there. Just get in the chat.
I did start a YouTube channel, or I made some videos throughout this year. I've been making these videos, so
Hmm.
maybe I'll
What's your
mention something.
What's
in
your
the chat.
YouTube channel? If you'd like, or you can put it in the chat. She's there,
All
I
right.
think.
No, can I? The YouTube channel, the videos,
Hmm.
one of them got 2,000 views.
Nice.
Actually.
Congratulations. That's
But
awesome.
they're a little nihilistic, so I don't know. Maybe I'll come on next time. I'll introduce the channel or something.
All right, and maybe you can play some guitar for us next time.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right, brother. You have a good weekend.
Okay, thanks.
Cheers.
Okay.
And that was John. Hadn't seen him in a while, but he had a good point. Why not? I'll put it back to full screen, and I can look at my chat here. I didn't even think about that I can look here. Jody. Hi, Jody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, where are you zooming from?
I am zooming from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Canada.
Maple Ridge, British Columbia. So is that somewhere close to Vancouver?
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes away from Vancouver.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Is it nice and cool up there this time of year?
It's been pretty warm, but it's cooler today, which is nice.
What is
Yeah.
warm for you? Like 90?
Well, we do Celsius, so like 28, which I think would be
I don't know what that is.
80 something,
Wow,
probably.
I would-
80, yeah.
That's like perfect to me.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think I have a friend of mine that lives in Cairo, and I looked it up and I think we're at 40 Celsius. And
Oh,
he
that's
was
really
even
hot.
higher than that in Cairo. I think he was 44 or 45.
Okay. Yeah.
Crazy hot. I thought I was hot, but it's even hotter in Egypt. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you have to share with us?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I jumped on here spur of the moment.
That's the best
And
way.
yeah, and I was obviously watching you on YouTube and seeing all
Mm-hmm.
the comments. Now just on Zoom, it's like it's more focused because I'm really impressed with podcasters' abilities to interview people and be able to navigate the chat as well. So
Well,
that's very
thank you.
impressive.
Well, thank you. I don't know how great I'm navigating the chat, but I do what I can, and I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
Have you
And
had any paranormal experiences yourself?
well, I've had a lot of experiences. The reason I wanted to jump on actually is because I just published my first children's
Oh,
book.
wow. Awesome. Let me see. Zora Wolfen and the Spirit Dragon. That's awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
I think just someone who finishes a book and publishes it, that's a success in itself. So I want to congratulate you on that. Where do they sell your book?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon. What is it? What is it about? It's a children's book, and what's
Yeah.
going on?
Well, I say it's a children's book, but I think it's for adults and it's for anyone really. It's about a girl in grade 6 and she doesn't like school and she's an artist and she doesn't like the things that she has to learn and she gets teased a lot. And then she meets a spirit dragon named Rufus. And basically, she realizes that she can't tell anybody because nobody will believe her.
Right.
But Rufus gives her like positive messages about why she's different and what she's here to do. So it's largely for like the light worker starseed kind of soul who can relate with that feeling of, not fitting in and wanting to impact the world in a big way. And she meets a friend named Samson, and he's in her class, and they turn out to be kindred spirits. And um, there's remote viewing in it. There's astral travel.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so fun. What age is this written for?
Well, the girl is in grade 6, so it would be around that age.
Oh, that age.
Yeah.
How many pages is it?
It's 140.
140. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's like a novella.
And the cover's beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I designed it.
Really? So you are the artist then. That's in the story.
Well, it's interesting. I actually used AI art, but I only used it for I wanted to experiment with it and see like how intuitive it was, and it was more challenging. It just it didn't seem so AI, but I got these 2 images out of it. I got the dragon, Rufus, and I got Zora, and then the rest of it I just designed myself. So there was a lot of like taking other images and putting things on top of one another. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what website do you use for the AI art?
it was called DALL-E, DALL/E.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I think that's amazing. That I have used Chat GPT and I think it's fantastic. And I've heard about this AI art. Is that the main website that people use? Is DALL-E?
I believe so.
DALL-E?
Yeah, yeah.
And you just say, create me a dragon that looks animated and fun and nice, and it'll give you something.
Yeah.
You kind of just tell it what to do, and it just poof, there it does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but it was quite. I mean, it was easy in the sense that I ended up with something I love, like it's beautiful, but I also got some really weird things. And yeah, it's a neat experience. I would recommend trying it.
I wonder if anybody has put in their NDE or flying through
Oh
a tunnel
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
what would pop up.
Yeah, actually, there's a channel called Mind Unveiled, a YouTube
Mhm.
channel,
Mhm.
and they did a whole video about AI art. I think they used DALL-E through Discord or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
But they had like 30 minutes at the beginning of this video just going through all these mystical images that were absolutely beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
That's
really cool.
fantastic. So,
Yeah.
would you consider yourself a starseed?
Yeah. Actually, something else I'd like to mention is that I
Mhm.
just, at the end of June, I had this session called a Soul Center Healing Hypnosis session
Mhm.
with somebody named Tony Mowry, and he has a website called Ropes and Wings and a YouTube channel called Ropes and Wings.
All right.
And he actually has all his, well, whoever agrees, pardon me, all his sessions on that channel. So you can watch a whole session and
Mhm.
you go into hypnosis and he finds attachments and releases them through
You
like
mean like entity attachments?
yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I had some
You had
interesting.
entities attached to you?
Yeah,
Once he removed them, did you notice a change?
I did. I felt so much lighter. Actually, I wrote this book a few years ago, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have this session was to help me with expressing my creativity and getting rid of blocks and whatnot.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I felt that he helped me to complete this book and publish it, and just I felt way lighter. You
Do
know
you
what?
think
I
we
kind of
all do you think we all have entity attachments?
probably.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that when we have traumas, then it opens up for entities to, match that frequency and influence us. And some of them were like more of the dark forces, and
Mhm.
some of them were just like souls in transition, I guess, lost souls that just didn't transition over and found somebody that they felt comfortable with.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, we probably all do.
Mm. So do you know where you were seeded from originally?
Oh, right. That's why I started asking. Um, yeah. So I got that I was uh Arcturian.
Okay. My guest have I don't know for sure. A guest one time, I probably people in the chat may remember. Get one of my guests told me I was Arcturian.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I don't know, there's a bunch of information obviously, but there's this one book in particular that I wanted to get on Amazon about Arcturians. But like before I even read it, I wanted to get my own take on what Arcturians feel like and then compare it with
Hmm.
that. And I get the feeling that Arcturian energy is very like calm and like scientific on the one hand, but also kind of like royal and mystical. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on what Arcturian is?
No, I don't. Gosh, I guess I've had maybe I've interviewed a lot of guests, obviously every day, and sometimes information. I guess I just really honestly haven't really sat down and said who is what. You know what I mean? Arcturians are these, Pleiadians are these, Lyrians are these, Syrians are those. I haven't really studied it before. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? It probably
Yeah.
would be a good idea if I did.
Yeah.
Would be a good idea for me to, when I communicate with star seeds, if I was more of an authority on star seeds, then I would probably my questions would be even deeper.
Yeah. 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 Part of me doesn't want to know at the same time because I don't want to like match my experience to what I read externally, but instead feel it internally. And do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to research more. It's definitely interesting.
Right. All right. Well,
Uh,
listen, I got to run here, Jody. But one more time, what is the name of your book? before
It's
we
Zora
go?
Wolfen and the Spirit Dragon
All
by
right.
Jody Amanda.
By Jody Amanda, Zora Wolfen and the Spirit Dragon. You can find it on Amazon, right?
Yes.
And
And I have a YouTube channel named Jody Amanda.
all right, great. And then Jody Amanda's YouTube channel. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing. We appreciate you, and I wish you massive success with your book.
Thank you so much. And can I say one more thing?
Yes, you can.
Mara, I would love to see you on camera as well. Just
She
wanted to
said-
send out that encouragement.
All right. All right, she said next time.
Yay. Okay.
All right, we'll
thank
see you later.
Bye.
All right, a big round of applause for her. Oops, wrong button. And we've got Mr. Cake, but I want to get my drink real quick. Jody was her name. Give me 1 second, guys.
How to spell Jody?
J-O-D-I.
J-O-D-I.
He's looking for my
What
McDonald's.
do?
I wanted some water.
I don't drink.
I thought I had a drink on the other room, but I didn't. Anyways, Mr. Cake is here. I wonder if he is on the golf course. It's been later lately. He is on the golf course. I was just saying, is he on the golf course? And yes, he is. Steven. Oh, he's not. He doesn't hear me yet. He's coming in. I was just telling everybody, I wonder if he's on the golf course.
I'm on the golf course.
Is he there or is he in the country club?
The country club, I hit balls great, yeah.
So I read your comment today that you were about from yesterday's video, and you were commenting that the woman isn't mind jacked.
Oh, we don't want to get mind jacked, do we? No, I just thought that we're all being fooled, Jeff. Reality is just one big hoax played on all of us.
One big joke, the reality. Did you get a haircut?
I cut my own hair.
It looks
so
good.
I did. It was by me.
Good job. I don't know how
I say
you can do
if
it.
someone's gonna mess up, I'd just rather have it be me.
Well, you're good at it because your hair looks good.
Oh, thank you, darling.
So are you going to, how far are you going to hit a ball, like 300 yards for us?
Let's try a trick shot here. I was thinking that this would be interesting. Try a trick shot for y'all. See if I can. I gotta set up the camera here though.
All right.
Figure this out. I can show you people how special I am. Jeff, I didn't have a hole in one today, but I was very close.
I was hoping that that would be amazing if we could see you. You know, obviously we wouldn't be able to see it, but if we could somehow see you hit a hole in one, that would be amazing.
I don't know.
Uh-oh, what happened? That was weird. We just did a flip.
Just so we can see the water here. Because I'm going to try a trick shot.
You know, was there ever a movie from the 90s called Mind Jacked?
I don't know. But I have this theory about that. We don't own thoughts. So it's like thoughts are just, there's a great mind. And so if someone's thinking it, someone else is thinking it. So they kept telling me, and they gave me this mind. So I'm in a constant dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, if you don't make these movies, if you don't write these books, someone else will, you know, about the mind jackers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how we're just getting mind jacked, Jeff. We don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're going to try that trick shot here.
All right.
I skipped a ball right across the
Oh,
water.
you're going to skip it or you're going to hit it completely over? All right, here we go. Wow. I saw it. Did it actually, I saw it hit the water twice. Did it make it into land?
Yeah, it got across there.
That's awesome.
We could go for a little walk over there.
You want to go? Now we can do Steven's walking and talking.
Walking and talking kids. Hey, kids. How are ya?
Are you still making your walking videos?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
If I could record something on a golf course, like it'd be If I have a camera crew just following me around.
We could have the Steven show.
That's what I want. The Steven Cake Show.
Do you think
Stephen
that you
King on the golf course.
could you handle being on camera 24 hours a day?
Darling, I could handle anything. God gave me the power. I say that we have gifts, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
You have gifts too. Y'all wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
I said that reality can just kind of change because I thought, oh, I would never be able to do this. But then something happened in reality.
What?
A little hiccup, a little glitch in the matrix. Something happened there. So I'm no longer by myself. That's what I say. It's like me plus God, me plus an intelligent agent. Although they say there's no one controlling reality. So here's the shot. Here's where it ended up there.
Wow, that's it.
So we're gonna play to this hole right over here. So we gotta hit all over the trees right there. They're high trees right over there. So we gotta hit right over them. See if I can light.
Can you do it?
We're gonna try. Oh, they're way up there. Okay. Here we go.
It looks like you did
This
it.
is kind of like you're like playing a makeshift hole with me.
How did you get to be able to be so good at golf?
Well, it's part of my personality is if I'm going to do something, I want to be the best or I want to be really good at it.
Mm-hmm. Did you take a lot of golf lessons growing up?
None.
None?
No, I learned in my 20s and I said it's basically self-taught. So here's my ball here. See here.
Oh, maybe you could put the camera by the hole and then we can see if you can make it.
We can make this here.
Put it back a little bit. Wait. You're too close. I can't see the hole. I got to see the hole too. There you go. Perfect. All right, great. All right, everybody. Right now, it's not the JeffMara podcast. This is the Golf Channel. And we're going to see if Steven can make it. Oh, so close.
That's why I created this little device I call the helper. And it just makes it so anything that would have lipped out, it's just a lead weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to sell that as a training aid for people. It's just more fun. That's just the way I want to play it. I just wanted to go in.
What kind of advice do you have? You know, we had a guest on earlier he made a good point that we have so many NDEs that we talk about death a lot, but not about living. Do you have any advice for people to enjoy living?
Yeah, well, this is what they told me. They said I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. They said you weren't doing the things you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they gave me this energy. So they said, so you can attempt, we'll try a bunker shot out of here. Attempt to do the things you want to do. Yeah, and I say there's, if you hit a bad shot, I say it's not you. It's your technique, and we can change that.
Mm-hmm.
We can make you better. We can make you stronger. We can make you faster. All right, maybe I can make this putt. I'm a little closer on this one.
Okay.
We're going to have to blade it in, though.
I don't know. Maybe the mind jackers did it.
That was one of their jokes when this first started. They kept saying we did that because like they're playing off our beliefs. The belief that because I had this belief that things could be moved, and I do believe they can be. Like something's moving in my room all the time. Because it seems like it doesn't matter if you believe in spirits or not. The psychic stuff is still going to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I had a spirit with me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had Monique.
I remember Monique. So what are you saying about Monique? You saying that she was never really with you? That was the mind jackers impersonating her?
No, I don't. It's not like there's an entity. It's like the handlers. It's not like it's an entity. It's like there's all these parts of reality and they all kind of work together. And when they're working together, that's when it's the most convincing. When you hear a spirit talking to you. She's touching your leg there and saying, "I'm with you right here, Steven. You're a special guy. You can get out of a bunker." Bunker to bunker, folks. On my golf course, folks. We got lots of bunkers, folks. We're going to be making tea times from prison. They didn't want me doing that joke. See, they limit what I can do. They limit what I can say.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, I said, that's why I jokingly called it the mind jackers. They hijacked my mind because they can put the thoughts in your mind. They can make me just say words. Like they'll say, try to say a word, and I can't say it.
You know, this people in the, you know, somebody was attracted to one of my guests earlier, and they're in the chat talking about this is becoming a dating channel.
Dating channel.
Are you single? Just for in case anybody,
Yes, I'm looking for a little lady.
Okay.
But so I'm attached to some
so
woman.
Steven is single, in case
Yes.
anybody's interested.
Yeah, if they're not watching my videos, then they're probably not interested. Probably not interested.
What type of girl are you looking for?
Oh, super. They said I want a really smart woman. This is kind of like they were playing off my beliefs. As like I said, I want to be like the best woman. But they, I don't know if they can. Hey, did I say this or no? They said try it. We'll see what happens. They said women they're doing not so great things to me. My mother won't talk to me. My sister hates me. The woman I love, she tells lies to put me in jail. Yeah, I don't have a very good relationship. I have one person I talk to occasionally.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
hopefully the right girl will come along.
Alive. Yeah, but it's it's like that joke. I refuse to hang up. I refuse to give up on this life.
That's great. You shouldn't. Yeah, you should refuse. You keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, that's why I'm praying for people to care. That's one of the lessons they taught me. They said, just ask for what you want. They kept saying that. Ask for the things you want in life. Because we keep thinking, oh, we don't deserve it, or what, there's two ways, one, we don't deserve it, or so we're not doing the things we want. We're not getting the things we want. That's for me. They said these were lessons for me. They weren't for other people, but
right.
Because sometimes they tell people write a book or whatever it is, but they showed me how they can help you do things. Like I say, people just all of a sudden they have great memory, or they're great at art, or they're great at hitting a golf shot. I said, or my juggling, my movement, like they made my reaction times go way up. So I can just throw a ball right up and they have to catch it, no problem. Except for when you drop it. Like, oh, try it. Like, yeah.
Well, Steven, I've got to do what I've got to do, brother.
You got to do what you got to do, man. Keep it real, man. And bless you all out there. And I hope you're all having a great night.
We love you, Steven. Thanks for coming and being with us. Have a great night. And we will see you next week, I hope.
Hopefully. All right. Bye.
Cheers. Up. He's gone. And a big round of applause for Steven. And next up is Shyla. Okay. All right, so we're waiting for Shyla to come in. And hopefully she will be here soon. Oop, I hear something. He's gone.
Hello?
Shyla, I hear you. Just, there you go. Mute the YouTube video. Next up.
Okay. Great. Start my video. All right. Ooh, this is exciting.
There you are.
Exciting. Hello,
Welcome.
Jeff and Mara.
Hello. Oh wait, I keep hearing a weird echo. Test.
Let me turn off the speaker that I was using. Okay, did that help?
Check 1 2. Yes, it did help. Oh,
okay,
nope,
good.
It did. It's still echoing. I don't
babe,
know.
do you know how to solve the echo?
It's like I hear myself coming back through your microphone. It's close. It's better.
I could try putting on headphones.
Yeah, that might work.
I think that'll
But
work.
it doesn't sound like me. Sure. I hear it.
Help me. Sorry. Technical, I'll get it fixed.
All right, it's okay. We're not in a hurry.
Oh, good. It looked like you'd been on for an hour already when I finally got onto your podcast. So
basically,
on this phone.
I'm just listening and
I'm
testing.
using my boyfriend's phone too. So how about, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you very much. All right. And when there's no more noise. Awesome. All right. So let's see. Your name is Shyla. Where are you zooming from?
I'm in Medford, Oregon right now.
Cool. Medford. Where is Medford? My Oregon geography is not very good. Portland, I guess, is in the middle western part of the state.
Yeah, it's a little north of us, a couple hours.
All right, cool. So are you close to California?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm actually calling to talk about the weather because Hurricane Hillary is about to come. And I know you have a lot of like faith-filled viewers who are like, they believe in that we send out energy. Most of them, I would agree that most of them do anyway. And I just want everybody to have some gratitude for this storm and help manipulate the outcome. I've been thinking about it all afternoon, and it's come down from being forecast to from a stage 4 down to a stage 2 tropical storm.
Right.
So it's already reduced just in this afternoon. So my preference is I want all the fires all the way up to Canada to get a little rain.
Yeah. So then you want it back up to a category 4.
Exactly, but it's not right now. It's not a category 4.
I've never even I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. I've never even heard of a hurricane getting up that far north on the West Coast, but I don't live there. Do they go up to Oregon?
Itself, just the rain.
Yeah, the tropical storm or whatever it is.
Just the rain that it brings.
Wow.
I'm just saying, let's believe together that this hurricane settles down, doesn't become a huge hurricane, and turns into just a nice rainstorm for the whole West Coast all the way up to Canada, because everybody's on fire. There's fires all over. And a few years ago, I did a video after I called it Rain on Me Miracle. And I had just gone there. We had been having drought in all these different states, all across the West Coast for like 13 years straight. California had been in drought, and I drove around to Colorado, Texas, California, New Mexico. I was in New Mexico, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, and Montana and Idaho. And I drove around all those states, and I talked to people in different states at random, as my intuition told me to talk to people about gratituding in rain. And then the next year, which was 2019, it ended up being the biggest rain record on record for 120 years of record keeping. Now, every year we've had more rain. 2020 had more rain than 2019, but it was also the worst fire season for California. And I just have this theory that we are the HARP machine that they're using to manipulate the weather. That's my belief. We are
the HARP or HARP?
Well, you know that HAARP in the weather?
Yeah.
How people have these theories that we're being controlled by or that weather machines are controlling the weather. I believe there is some merit to that that scientific experimentation. And I think what they're really doing is manipulating our consciousness through weather reports, and it's influencing the weather. Because I've seen changes in the weather when I'm thinking about it and when I'm emotionalizing the weather, and I've watched it change for me personally. And today I'm up in Medford, Oregon. Me and my boyfriend have seen raindrops. He's just nodding his head over there. And it wasn't expected to rain here today, but I've been thinking about rain today and how much I want the fires north and south of me to be put out. And
I think that's great.
So I just want your viewers to share in that experience.
Let me ask you a question here. Are you in some kind of camper or something? What are you in?
I live in a van.
Really? That's awesome.
Yes.
Can you
I
show
live
it
in
to us?
Sure. It's kind of filled with stuff because we brought everything in because we're expecting rain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of remodeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I painted the cab and I put in a different ceiling and floor. I'm working on the floor and my walls aren't all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
I have most of it and I'm going to build shelves. So
Really? Where do you
my summer project.
Do you go from like place to place and like, I guess, RV parks and hang out for a while and then go somewhere else?
We do, or not exactly RV parks. I used to travel. I did it more in my focus because of gas. I traveled all over intuitively, and I just decided to go off the system, and I just had to have faith on where money would come. And I flew a sign even, and I wanted to come off of the monetary system of slavery and manifest compassion as the new currency. So in 2018, I started doing this, and now everybody's talking about a universal income.
That's interesting.
And people are scared of that part, but we don't need to be scared of that part. What we need is our fear and our fear and our courage to be a married couple. So, yeah.
We definitely need at least a lot less fear in our lives, right?
Well, I believe fear is the foundation that everything in the universe is built on. That, before we were turned into molecules and molecules existed, that fear was the vibrational frequency that is our gravity that holds us in position. And I believe that compassion is the frequency that was created after that. And that it is all the strings like spider webs that holds all of the things in the universe in orbit, and even the particles inside of our body, it holds us together like thread. And then courage and gratitude are like bubbles. So we're just made out of holes, bubbles, and strings.
I like that. So, how long have you been doing this for, living out of the van?
I bought the van 2 years ago.
Oh, great.
So, right now we are living, okay. So I was flying a sign with my dog, and this lady named Becky loved my dog. Here he is. This is Odin. Can you see him good?
Oh, there's Odin. Odin. He looks like a Great Dane. Is he a Great Dane?
He is a Great Dane. Yes. And she had a Great Dane that looked so much like him, that was white also. And every time she saw me flying a sign, she would come looking for me to give me $20.
Nice.
To make sure I feed my dog, because I actually feed him all human food.
Well,
because he doesn't do well on dog food.
I was going to say, that dog can eat probably just as much as a human, and those are big dogs.
He's another full body to feed. Yeah, he is. It's the same amount of meals as it is for me.
Hey,
so
hey, did you see today's video?
I
About the
haven't gotten a
Columbia
chance.
Ridge, it's right in your neck of the woods, the Columbia River Gorge on the border.
I'm gonna watch your video for today that you posted.
Yeah, on the border
If
of
you'll see my name,
Oregon and Washington, that river, and it's only probably a couple hours drive for you, but that place looks amazing, and there's a lot of paranormal activity going on up there.
I've experienced paranormal activity everywhere I've gone in my life, but I've teleported in this region and in Oregon more times than any other state.
I got to ask you
Oregon does have a special energy.
I have a question from the chat, and it says, can you please ask what they meant by flying a sign?
Oh, when you become homeless or decide to become homeless the way that I did, because I actually walked away from a paid off house and let taxes take it. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But
yeah, so that would be an interesting story.
So what was the question again?
What does it mean by
flying a sign?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Just holding a piece of cardboard, panhandling.
Oh, like
like standing right there outside of a parking lot
Mhm.
by a stop sign with a sign and my dog, and flying a sign saying, you know, anything helps, or pet my dog for $1. That's
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, so I live on compassion.
Mhm.
I chose to go into living on compassion because, well, our universe was just feeling a little fragile around our planet, and people needed to increase the amount of compassion they were giving and receiving. So I just dedicated my time to that.
Right. Will you come back next week? Because I would really like to talk to you more about your story.
I would love to come back.
I hope you come back, because I don't have the time today, and but I'm real curious about, how you walked away from everything and why you did that. I think that would be a fascinating story to listen to.
Thank you, Jeff. I'd love to tell you my story.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you next Saturday and you can tell us,
Or
what
a
happened to
Saturday
you.
for sure.
Any
I watch
Saturday.
you a
We're
lot.
here every Saturday, so.
I watch you a lot.
Thank
Ever
you.
since I found your podcast a couple of months ago, you'll see my name in your likes, Shyla Teal, and in your comments all over the place, because I'm a big blabbermouth talking to everybody and commenting on their comments and likes and shares. So yes,
Well,
I love your show.
Well, thank you so much, Shyla. I've got to run. I got someone waiting on me, and I kind of try to give everybody a chance, but I hope I see you back.
I will be back. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And a big round of applause for Shyla. And next up is Mr. Jack. We'll see what Mr. Jack's up to, but that would be pretty interesting to see, why she walked out on everything. I can hear you, Mr. Jack, but I can't see you.
Good evening. Peace be with you. First of all, you won't be able to see me. My camera is unfortunately incapacitated.
And also with you. Your camera is incapacitated. What's going on with it?
It is just not in a position to be able to point at anything.
All right. Have you been on before?
On a Saturday, a couple of times.
A couple of times. The guy with the voice.
Yes, your wife seems to recognize my voice. I mentioned consciousness as a frequency.
Oh, yeah. I think I usually say you have an amazing voice.
Because you're very kind.
Yes. All right. What's up with your camera today?
It's been out of commission ever since I got a new computer. So
that's too bad. All right. Well, what have you got new to share with us today, Mr. Jack?
I'm actually, I think it's fascinating because because of how the camera is out of sorts, it kind of leads perfectly into the first of two things I have to cover. So specifically, the two things are masking, how appearance works in the non-physical. And the second thing is AI and consciousness as a whole.
All right.
And I'm going to keep both of them very short.
AI and consciousness. I'm curious about that. All right.
Absolutely. They do relate. So starting with how appearances are masked. So the first thing to be aware of is that when we are in the non-physical, we have more than 5 senses.
Okay.
So
what other senses do we have in the non-physical? I guess you would have, wouldn't you have no senses, or what? How do you say we have more than 5?
You have more than 5. So, well, you can understand it when you start by, examining experiences that talk about perceiving colors that don't exist here, for example, right?
Right.
So that's clearly that's vision in theory. It's described as vision, but if you were to really fundamentally break it down, you're looking at things like, people are detecting X-rays and ultraviolet rays as visual light.
Yeah,
right.
Now that would make sense, because our vision's limited here in these bodies, where maybe it's unlimited there.
Precisely. But more than that, remember, everything is energy. And so your ability to interact with a thing encompasses the whole of it. And so, and that's like, this gets a little weird because, as I heard it described, senses like justice and honor are actual senses, like your sight and your hearing.
Justice and honor are a sense.
Right. So that's what I mean by we have more senses. Like, it's not just what you see, what you smell, what you feel, what you taste, what you touch. And specific to that, you will find that a lot of the most anomalous experiences where people, for example, describe a Jesus that acted weird, focus on the appearance, right? And this is something you'll also find in dreams. If you talk to enough people about their dreams, you'll hear that, for example, I dreamt about my mom, but it didn't act like my mom. It was a very weird person, right? And so a lot of the time when things show up to trick you, like you're less likely to hear, well, first of all, you can encounter someone who says, like, I had a dream about my wife. She didn't look anything like my wife, but I knew it was her, right? And the fact that she looked different wasn't even the point of the dream. It's just something you notice after you wake up. In those dreams, I've personally never ever heard that the person who didn't look like your wife also didn't act like your wife. But usually when they don't act like someone you know, they look like the person you know. And so the point I'm getting at there, and this also ties to another very important thing, higher dimensional workers, light workers, mask themselves when they go to lower realms. And there's a universal law reason for it, but it boils down to, if I'm from somewhere very high up, I'm beaming quantities of love radiation that you physically cannot handle if you're from somewhere lower. Like, it is physically uncomfortable.
Would you say that that's why some near-death experiencers see beings as just pure light or light beings because they can't handle it?
No, that's just more a property of where that being is projecting from. But again, like, if you are in, and it also it relates to the sort of person they're out there to rescue. But for example, if a person is in a hellish realm and they're really trapped in their emotions and their mental state and something like that, and they really need to be broken out, the beings that go there to help them out won't be all beaming light. They'll show up in gray or black. They will look like everyone else around, except not as dirty.
Those are the ones that need help, you're saying.
Right. And and that's really what it comes down to, is that usually higher dimensions, when the higher dimensions come down to the lower dimensions, they're doing everything to make you feel comfortable. And so they're not going to be ostentatious. If they're being ostentatious, more likely than not, they're trying to trick you into something. They're trying to,
let me interject something here, or ask you a question. I had this guest yesterday that we posted that believes that there are handlers or beings out there that are forcing us back into this reincarnation cycle. And you're talking about tricking people. So are you agreeing with her?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay.
Absolutely
but
not.
you are using the words tricking.
Yes, because as above, so below. There are tricksters outside, and there are tricksters here, but the tricksters are they don't have the sort of rank to force you back into a reincarnation cycle, because that's higher than them. So that's why I don't ascribe to, and no one should really ascribe to, like, if you see anything, there are many reasons why you can get forced back into your body, but this is a phrase I've started using recently. We are James Bond, and James Bond doesn't know who Daniel Craig is. He doesn't know who Pierce Brosnan is. He doesn't know who Roger Moore is.
Right.
And so every time we're here saying we're trapped or we don't want to come back, that's James Bond talking. And the point of the matter is that no matter how sensible we feel about the facts, like, unless you've actually experienced something or you're putting it together in a way that makes everything make sense, then, it's just be aware of what you put in. And so I think this really kind of, I know I don't want to take up the whole evening.
Well, I just wanted to comment on something, and I thought that was fascinating that you said that. I have a guest tomorrow. Danyon Brinkley, which is the most famous indie ear out there. And he says that only the best of the best can come to Earth, basically. The only people who make it here are the best of the best. And when you said we're James Bond, that kind of reminded me of him. By the way, that video is going to be coming out tomorrow night. Would you agree with that the only people that make it to this realm are the best of the best?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure the best of the best are here, but I don't think we all are, because we are all living such vastly different experiences.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, there may be actual James Bonds out here on missions, but Nancy Dennison said it best. Some of us are here just to taste chocolate.
Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
so-
Now, if we go to AI, do you believe AI can actually become conscious?
No. And that's why I wanted to touch on this, because I think the overarching point of why I got on this evening is to spread peace and not fear. I want people to understand these things so that they don't feel nervous about them. I work with AI.
Mhm.
I don't actually build models, but I've worked pretty extensively with them. I'm in software development, so I've
Cool.
used the ones that actually are trained on code.
Mhm.
And so I can confidently tell you that all AI, everything we're calling AI right now, is still very advanced autocomplete.
Oh, that's interesting. It's nothing. It hasn't actually become. I guess
It is.
AI would technically have to become sentient. Is that what you're saying?
It would, and that's not something you can program. So the best illustration of consciousness is there's a channel on YouTube by Hank Green. You might be aware of him.
Yeah, he's
called
very
Journey.
famous.
Perfect. So the channel's called Journey to the Microcosmos, and it's one of my favorite channels. There is a video on there. I think the title is, or at least it opens with the sentence, "This ciliate is about to die." And it shows you a microorganism in its last moments. But what is fascinating to me is that it's swimming around. Like the process of death for the organism is it loses its outer shell, basically, like its coating, and all its innards just spill out. But the whole time, like, this is happening very slowly, right? So it started leaking at some point, but it's still moving around, still just actively bumping into its environment. And that inherent curiosity, that built-in motility, there's a sense of self that you can see in action there. That's not something you can program with an AI. So curiosity, and this is really what I was going to say with AI, curiosity is the hallmark of consciousness, but it has to be real curiosity, because you can program an AI to ask questions. You can program an AI to ask questions that will fill its model, right? So like if it's a military AI or something, you could teach it to ask questions to make it better at answering military questions.
Right.
But that doesn't make it conscious.
Right. Yeah. And I need to run, but I want to say this before I go. I just recorded a video yesterday with a man and a woman. This man named Sperry, who's been on the Gaia channel a few times with David Wilcox, if you guys watch the Gaia channel. Anyways, we were talking about the awareness of being aware, which kind of made me think about this when you were talking about the ability to have curiosity. And I wonder if AI itself could ever have the awareness of being aware.
Metacognition is the name of that. And yes, it was described as a hallmark of consciousness, but it can still be faked. So I think it's possible to program that without programming in that built-in curiosity. You just can't program that built-in curiosity.
All right. Well, you need to come back, because I have some more stuff I want to talk to you about AI.
I'm always here every Saturday.
And people want to see you as well. The chat wants to see you next time, so get your camera working.
I'll figure it out.
And you're in software, so we know you can figure it out. All right, Mr. Jack. We will see you later, sir. Thanks for coming by. All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
There's a big round of applause for Mr. Jack. And now we've got Shira. Shira has been seeing orbs. Our very own Shira has been seeing orbs, and I told her to come tonight and we'll talk about them and show the pictures of those orbs. So this is going to be very interesting. How did she start seeing orbs? What's going on with Shira? And hopefully she can share her screen. Shira, how are you?
How are you?
Great.
So good to see you.
Likewise. How's your hip doing?
My hip is fantastic,
Are you
and
up and walking now?
well, I have been on my walker. I'm practicing getting back on my cane. I
All
still
right.
have this stenosis in my lower back that gets
Mm-hmm.
tight, 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 burn, burn, burn when I stand up.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, but my hip, I have not had an ounce of pain since I left the hospital. It was
That's
such a
awesome. That's
program.
great. Yeah,
It was just wonderful.
that's fantastic. So you sent me some pictures. Let's
Yes.
see if you can share them with everybody. I'm gonna make it so you're able to share.
Okay, I see the share.
Okay, you click share screen,
Okay.
and then and then I think you click, it'll literally say for you to share your screen. We've done it
It says
before, even
Microsoft Drive, Microsoft SharePoint, Box, Photo, Document, Screen.
screen. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. Start now.
Mm-hmm. You look
Okay.
like you.
It's loading.
It's loading. Okay, we'll have to see.
Okay.
Hopefully, we will see those.
It says display over other what? Discord allowed.
Discord.
Google. Discord is on allowed. So if I back out of this.
All right, you're back. You're back with us. Do you have other programs open or other apps open? You're on your phone or something. Close all your other apps. Just have this one open.
Okay. Well, I had the our conversation open, but I can.
All right. Well, then leave that. But do you have anything else that's going to be using your camera?
Okay. I can.
Like
stop.
Facebook Messenger or.
Yeah, well, the messenger's where I sent you
okay.
the pictures.
All right, well, let's try it again. Click on your share screen.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, that's okay. We worked through this before with other guests, and so I need to actually maybe Zoom with somebody from my phone one time so I can talk you through it, or talk guests through it. Okay. So you disappear, but I mean you're still here. Your video has disappeared, but your screen hasn't popped up yet.
Okay, well, it's saying display over other. I'm gonna push Discord, allow display over other apps. It's on.
Why is it giving you the option for Discord?
It's saying display over other ... and so it gives me a list. Android Auto is allowed, Android System allowed. And it goes down and it says Discord allowed, Duo allowed, Facebook allowed,
Okay, so you just allow everything, I guess.
Yeah, it says Zoom not allowed. Maybe I need to do. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. And so if I do this, can you see it?
No, people in the chat are just saying you should click share screen.
Save share. Oh, that's the share. Are you sure you can't go on Messenger?
Yeah, I can't leave this because if I leave this, it messes everything up on my end because I don't have I have this program. I have Zoom going and I have a streaming program that streams the whole thing into YouTube. So when I start clicking away, it goes crazy. You don't have something, because usually even if I click share on mine, I have to click share screen. When you hit share, I mean, even though you click share screen, do you see me, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I know.
All right. Well, go back to being with me.
Disabled. Okay, that's.
I guess you're not gonna see my share screen. Oh, there you are. You did it. You're there. We're doing it.
Oh, you're seeing. Okay, you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on Messenger, and then I'm gonna go on you.
There I am.
Okay.
All right. There's your car.
And then I'm gonna go. Oh, okay. You're seeing it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right, now you set us up here. How did you start seeing? First of all, have you seen UFOs or orbs before? And how did this all happen?
Okay, anytime I do a meditation or I put something out in the universe, I say or ask for help, like healing. I only want help from my angels, my guides, family members who have passed, and God.
Okay.
I do not initiate any contact with UFOs.
So you don't
And
say
aliens,
aliens. You don't.
no,
You don't add
there
that.
are
Okay.
good aliens and there's bad aliens,
All right.
like people.
All
But
right.
I don't want to get into a situation where some bad guy shows up and then,
And you get
I
abducted.
could be affected and my family members and friends. It would affect everybody who knows me because it might freak me out. Something may happen. It may not, and that would be great.
Right.
So anyway, the other night, Monday night, I was shutting the house down, closing the curtains, turning off the lights, and I went to look outside. And before I get there, let me reason why you're seeing this picture with the car is this is how Memphis is. It is like massive amounts of trees everywhere.
Nice.
And the trees are what really I love about Memphis. All right, this is the view from my front door, and you see the clearing right there.
Right.
And that line going across is a power line.
Okay.
So I'm looking, okay. And then this is, what it looks like. There's trees just everywhere. Okay. So I'm looking outside and there's another picture. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So I'm looking outside and I see this, what I think is a star. And I'm like, God, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much. And it starts changing colors. And then it starts moving. And I'm like, whoa, what is that? It's just moving a little bit. And I saw a second one come up beside it. Well,
Wow.
in Memphis, the FedEx corporate, like all packages come through Memphis.
Right. It's like the hub.
So yeah, so like about 10 o'clock, you could see or hear planes coming in. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna stand here and watch this, and it's probably just a plane from FedEx. And it's not moving, and a minute goes by, it's not moving, then it starts moving in this erratic form. And I was like, what the heck am I seeing? So I grab my phone and I grab my walker and I go out to this spot so I could get the most clearing. And I just start taking pictures. And I'm taking back-to-back pictures. And I took like 5. And I could see in my camera, it just looks like a star. So I thought, well, it's nothing. But then I come inside, get settled, and I start blowing up the pictures that I took of this star. So here is here's the 4 or 5 pictures that I took and I blew up.
Now that looks like it's moving, perhaps.
Yeah. And it's not just a star picture, it's a shape. So I go to the next photo and I blow it up. Now, here you can see the shape has changed again.
That's interesting.
And I'm looking at it, and right down here is something. And that's not, if you look on the lower half of the screen to the right, that's not a street light. It's not low enough. And it's not the moon. So, okay, so this is another picture. It's another shape. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm right with you. I'm looking at it.
Okay, now, this is what was coming through the trees. It's way up high. Like I said, it is not it's not the moon and it's not a street light.
That's really bright.
Yeah. Now, I've got a better picture of it blown up. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you see the star up there and you see that orangey thing. Now that white and black line that's going across, that's a power line.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay. So I went back in it and I blew it up again. Okay, wait a minute. There's another shape. Or maybe that was the shape before. Okay. All right. Close. Okay.
There's another
There's
one.
another shape. Okay. And then that's the one that I blew up before, that looks like prongs or something. So this is one that I put a pool filter on. And when you look at that, you can see an M in it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was saying show Mara.
Yeah.
But you can also see at each point in that M it's a bright light.
Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah. Okay. So here is that orangey spot
Is it
that I
that's like a
blew up,
tiger.
or a sloth, or
Oh
that
yeah.
like
Eyes, nose, and a mouth.
yes. And then there's another one that looks kind of evil. If you look at the bottom, that's a chin, and right above it is a mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and right above that is a nose,
Yeah.
and to the left is an eye, and the far left like an ear with an earring,
Right.
and then like the sloth is coming through on the other eyeball. Okay. Okay. This is the other shape that I took. And this is the other shape that it turned into. I mean, a star should be just like the original, picture,
Right.
without
And
anything
it was
blown.
moving erratically, right? It wasn't.
It was when I was inside.
And that's
When I
not
was
from your camera
outside,
moving while you're taking the picture, like your
no,
camera
because
wavering.
my brother taught me when I was little, if you take a picture, before you press the button, hold your breath.
Hmm.
And that way you'll get a still picture. And at 55, I'm still doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so that's another shape. Okay, well that's it. So we've got this shape.
And someone in the chat had a good idea. Next time, if you can, make a video.
Well, the video, I would not be able to expand it. I thought about a video, but I would just be taking a video
Right.
of the fence and this star. See, you can see the star up there.
Mm-hmm.
In the left quadrant of the picture. You see the star. If I took a video, it would just be this. So I thought, well, if I take because it wasn't moving anymore. So if I take pictures, I can blow them up. And I wanted to see. Now, a thought did come across my mind that it was maybe the space station. So I went onto NASA's site, and you can look to see where the space station is.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
And
that would be the space station. It wouldn't
well,
be
I
that
just was
bright.
knocking out, options here.
Mm-hmm.
And so the space station was out in the ocean, kind of headed towards the Middle East. It
Yeah.
was nowhere over the United States. It was nowhere over Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So see, if I just took a video, it would just show this dot in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it was moving, though, you would see it moving.
Yeah, but when I got out there, it wasn't moving anymore.
Oh, it was just still.
And
Okay.
the second one was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing in the right-hand quadrant, that little light there, when I blew it up, you can see it coming through the trees right there in this photograph.
Mm-hmm.
And those are and this is what was coming through the trees when I blew it up.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice that because I was focused in on the star.
You took these videos just this last Monday, right?
Yes, this was Monday and today's Saturday. Yes.
Right.
5 days ago.
All right. Well, do you want to
So,
see them again?
in this way of changing shapes or moving, that would be cool. And I think people want to see aliens because they think it'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I do not want contact with aliens.
Well, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean contact, but I mean, yeah,
Right.
just looking at them from the ground up like that.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
cool. All right. So I guess I can hop back.
All right, I'll help you. Let's see. View options. Exit full. Wait, no, that's not it. Stop participating sharing. Uh-oh. I hope she's still there. I didn't kick her out. I just said stop participating sharing. Well, she'll be back maybe. That was pretty cool. I mean, I haven't been able to go out and see that myself. And I was hoping that David James Bruce from earlier today would have some live video for us, but he didn't come back. So that would be probably one of the most awesome live streams ever if we can have somebody show up and have live video footage of orbs or UFOs. I think that would be excellent. And if you Shira, if you're still there, I apologize. I didn't click for you to leave. It said stop person sharing, so I hope you can make it back. Yes, I see you guys talking about the Discord. If you don't know about Discord, Discord is something free you can get. You go to discord.com, and then once you sign up, in the description below is a link to my server. Shira.
Hey, yeah. Okay, start my.
Oh, okay, there you are. I don't know if I kicked you out or you just left.
I don't know. I went completely out and I'd come back in and listen to commercials and.
All right. Well, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing.
I showed my friend John in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one I cannot wait till he gives you an interview and tells us astral projection. It's our mutual friend. There's a group of us, and John Scott. So John Scott called John.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we all, they talk and we talk, we've been friends for years and years. So anyway,
that's great.
So John and I were watching AI, Artificial Intelligence, a movie that came out in 2000.
Okay.
And I had never seen it. John had seen it. If you see it, and you can see it on YouTube for free. If you see it, it really shows like Elon Musk is saying, if we do AI, if it comes out and we utilize it, it's going to be very dangerous. I think it was Elon or somebody else.
I think he says that.
Who?
I think Elon Musk thinks that
and so it could be very dangerous. Now, if you watch this movie that was made in 2000, artificial intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence, it will show you the dangers that could happen.
Yeah.
And it kind of shook me. The things I watch are spiritual, and I watch lectures from rabbis and I take classes almost every day. And, so I'm in kind of this spiritual, religious bubble. Right. And then to watch a movie like that, it kind of shook me. And halfway through, John was like, "Are you sure you want to see the rest?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do, because I want to see what happened."
Right.
But anyway, so John in New York shared my pictures with John Scott in Australia. And John Scott said, I saw similar picture, or I took similar pictures in 2014.
Yeah, I've talked to him about that. I want him to come on a Sunday night or something, and we talk about those and show. I don't know if he still has the pictures, but I've been.
Oh yes, I have them on my phone, but they're not mine to share. But yeah, if you contact him, I think he's seen my pictures, and you can see his pictures that are really wild. They got some really wild looking shapes.
Well, Shira, I am sorry, I have to run. I'm into overtime, and all of a sudden 4 people showed up and are trying to get in.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's keep going. Well,
thanks for sharing.
Real quick is if you go on, you see the Temu site, TEMU.
Yeah.
Legitimate site. I got 9 rings. I got 6 earrings. I got 23 pieces, and it was $33 free shipping. My physical therapist said that they were a legitimate site, and they got electronics, clothes, shoes, jewelry. So if you go on there, it's a real site, and it really does work. So anyway, I love you guys.
All right.
See you
Thank
later.
you. We love you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
And a big round of applause for Shira. Somebody was asking me a question. You're doing so much. 1 second, guys. Let me move this out of my way, and I need to check something in the chat here. I don't know. Mine, I kind of restarted my chat, and I don't even know if it's up to there. Nina Mary Bubba. I have videos of green orbs, lots of them. I would need to help in order to figure out how to share them. Nina Mary, all you have to do is do share screen. And if you come on, we can help you. Now there's 2 Jonathans and 2 Hans and then Neo. So when I hear Neo, I think of the Matrix, and I hope nothing. Yeah. Uh-oh, and I need to stop something here. Okay, I turned off my screen share just in case. One time I had some problems about a year or 2 ago. You regulars probably remember that. So we'll try to get Jonathan in. I wonder if he's the same as Jonathan H.
Hey, hello.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I saw your stream. Oh,
wait. Yep,
hello.
There you are. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, I saw your stream. There was another Jonathan H.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh
I
my
thought you
gosh.
guys were the same people, but you're not.
No, we're not.
All right, great. Well, where are you streaming from?
I am from New Hampshire,
New
United
Hampshire.
States.
Nice. All
Yep.
right. Well, what do you have to share with us? Have you?
Well, I have to share. There was like a dirty nigger in my backyard the other day. There was a dirty.
So I got through. I haven't had anybody. I guess it's not, it's not cursing, but I mean, I don't even know. I guess I'm not going to admit anybody else anymore for the evening, because I don't know who's showing up. Anyways, I'm surprised that a person would want to show their face and speak like that. And to be racist is crazy, but he actually is happily showing his face and being a racist, which is even crazier. So I guess, I don't know, for whoever you are, you're going to be here, as far as I know, for eternity, as long as this video stays up. So you're probably going to regret at some point that you came on and said that. And, probably at one point when he gets older, he's going to be reaching out to me saying, please delete the video or something. And apologize or whatever. It's so crazy. And, but anyways, we haven't had that kind of craziness in a long time. Not for like about 1.5 years or so. But as you can see, he's young. He probably was a teenager. And, we're gonna have to figure out a new way. Unfortunately, what I can't do is I can't see the guest before I actually, and talk to them before I get them on the air. This is just, it's just in real time, right? So I don't have a way to kind of really, don't have a way to block it out. But that's okay. We just keep going on, right? We keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. I'm glad that I made it that I couldn't share a screen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I turned off the screen share, because I left it on a year and a half ago, and it got even crazier. You can only imagine what people were putting up. Don't apologize to us. We love you. Thank you, Joey B. I love you too. And what can we do? Well, that's all we can do, right? Anyways, tomorrow night is the most famous near-death experiencer in the world, Dannion Brinkley. They even made a movie about his NDE. And his NDE goes way back. I mean, he was one of Raymond Moody's first cases, I believe. So that's how far it goes back. He was struck by lightning twice, and only once actually gave him an NDE. But he's had 3 other NDEs. And he's a fascinating guy. And we talked to him for about an hour-ish, a little over an hour. So I think it's one of those that you don't want to miss. And again, I was saying, he believes that only the best of the best can even make it here to Earth. So if you're here, you're the best of the best. So I think that's pretty cool. I've never heard anybody say that in over 800 videos, and I basically told them that as well. So I hope you will enjoy that video. And we have another one, we had a cool NDE this morning that I recorded, and then I went deep into the Black Void a couple days ago with this guy named Sperry, who has been on Gaia TV a couple times with David Wilcox, if you know who David Wilcox is. And hopefully we'll have some more amazing guests for you as the week plays out. On that note, thank you guys so much for coming and sharing with us. You know, we love you and appreciate you, and we are thankful that you're here. So if you like, you guys can all go hang out on Discord. The link is there. You don't have to keep the paranormal party going. You don't have to stop the paranormal party. You can keep hanging out. And as Carmen Jacinto says, let's stay positive. That's true. Let's all just stay positive, even though there's something crazy that happens. That's the past, and we're in the future already. We're in the now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate you. We love